Somebody come and welcome to another episode here for the Funky Pod, Mindful Media and Communication. We are back with an episode that I'm super excited about because finally I can talk about computer games and I can talk about my favorite computer game of all time. And you've seen it blown up. It's the video with the most views within 24 hours on YouTube besides music videos. GTA 6. It happened. Rockstar Games was forced to release the GTA 6 trailer, and oh my god, aren't we excited? And this leads me now to actually revisit a little bit of how did GTA become what GTA is? How did it start? Why is it so influential? What can we expect? And so on. This all right here, right now. You can see I'm overly excited, and this is not just an act because I'm actually excited about GTA. Yes, it sucks, and now I'm getting deplatformed using the language, that it comes out in 2025. What the hell, Rockstar Games? But at least we have a glimpse in the future. We know it's actually gonna happen. So let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about GTA and how GTA impacts gaming, society, civilization as a whole. So before we go down that road, though, I want to talk about the genesis of it all and the evolution of GTA, because to me it's as much a cultural as also a technological odyssey. You know? And why do I say that? Well, because I'm old and I remember the first GTA in 1997, and I wasn't 16 yet when it came out. And the way it worked back then with computer games, right? So I would, the nerd that I was, and still am, I was reading computer magazines, right? You would go to a magazine store. I was living in a small village in Germany back then. You would go to the one magazine store that we had in the village. You would go there. They had PC Magazine, PC World, whatever. You would grab one of those magazines for the PC and games and stuff. And then they had latest games and all those things. And then in those magazines, there would be computer game shops advertising, usually a whole A4 page advertising. They would have a list of computer games that they have, right? You could even sell yours. And then it's eBay just in print was also part of it. And there was this one, I forgot the name, but there was this one computer shop, game shop, that I bought a game before. I think I bought FIFA before, FIFA 95, 96, whatever it was, right? And so I trusted that shop already because you ordered it, you paid, and then you had to hope that you actually get the right game, or otherwise you have to send it back and whole ordeal, right? So I trusted the shop, so I'm okay, I trusted shop. And then the way you buy it, right, you have to call the shop, say, hey, I saw your ad, I'm interested in the game. Can you send it to me? How do I pay? And GTA, for GTA, you had to be, I don't know if you had to be 16 or 18 when it came out to buy it in Germany. And then they asked me, you 16, you 18, whatever. I'm like, yes, I am. Of course I am. Why are you asking? Otherwise, I wouldn't order it. They're like, okay. And then that's how I bought GTA. And then when it arrived, right, a normal post parcel package, and it arrived, I was so happy, and I felt a little bit like a rebel because I wasn't supposed to have it because it's for 16 or 18 up, whatever. I don't remember, right? But I was too young for it, and I'm like, I'm playing a game I'm not supposed to play. It's like when I watched Bad Boys, the movie back then, right, with Will Smith. It was in Germany, it was for 18 and up, and when it came out, I wasn't 18, obviously, so I'm like, I'm doing something illegal, I'm watching a movie for 18, and same with the GTA. So GTA, it's about illegal stuff, and it made me do illegal stuff, more or less, just to get to play it. So Rockstar Games, you screwed with my ethics, congratulations. So 1997, GTA bursts onto the scene, and like I said, it's not just a game, right? It's looking back then, I was 15 or whatever. You didn't realize it, but now looking back, it wasn't just a game. It disrupted culture as well, which is super interesting. Because it challenged conventional narratives. It presents you this sandbox world where every street corner in the game, right, had a story. You stop somewhere, you talk to someone, you rob someone, you steal a car, and it all led to something else. So this was more than just a game. It was like, I want to say, a social experiment. It offered you like a playground that mirrored the complexities of like human/urban life, and it was something completely new. And it just also changed. It changed storytelling, and if you know the podcast, I talk a lot about storytelling and so on. So it changed the storytelling narrative. It's not just like you're the hero and let's go. It was way more complex, right? You had to steal cars. You ran over cops. You know the story. Like, it's crazy. And the GTA 1, it wasn't 3D just yet, right? It wasn't like it was just from the top view, and it was still very engaging. It wasn't even POV, right? It was just the top view of like driving around, getting out, walking around, hitting people with bats, stealing cars, and it was so engaging because it was completely like, you're like, wait, I'm the bad person? What? It was fantastic. So it changed the whole narrative, storytelling, everything changed. It was fantastic. And through the whole evolution, like GTA 2, 3, and so on, it didn't just reflect society, but it also shaped, especially digital gaming society, right? It's like a series that's embraced and exemplified actually Marshall McLuhan's theory. So we talked a lot about theory, right? And Marshall McLuhan, we mentioned many times before. Marshall McLuhan, famous media scholar, most famous quote was, "The medium is the message." And GTA very much exemplifies it. Okay, with each and every iteration of GTA, it presented like a more nuanced, a more satirical take on societal issues. It's actually like a digital commentary on consumerism, the media landscape, the justice system, you name it. It's all like cultural criticism wrapped in like this engaging open world format. And that's what makes GTA so unique, especially when it first came out, right? So the thing is also, though, that GTA, or the evolution of GTA, isn't just about content. It's also about form, of course, right? That transition from like the 2D that I just mentioned to 3D was a game changer, of course. It marked the shift in like how stories could be told in interactive forms. It kind of paved the way for this new genre of storytelling that most of us are now familiar with, of course, right? But back then, when it came out, it changed everything. So the series like has continually like pushed the boundaries of what's possible in gaming, possible in storytelling, in blending narratives, changing gameplay, and bringing satire into like a unique, super immersive experience. And that's why, even though I'm not a huge gamer anymore, that's why I will always be a GTA fan. And I think that's also why we waited 10 years. Like, name another franchise that can make you wait for 10 years to bring out like a new movie, a new game, whatever. It's crazy. And so now the trailer dropped. Like within 24 hours, most views ever, except music videos. Crazy. It beat Mr. Beast, so you just know Mr. Beast is going to come back and blow it up or something. So yeah, GTA 6 trailer drops, right? And it's a masterclass of like multimedia storytelling, as you can expect. It's not just a preview of like the next big game. It's like a window into like this. Yeah, it's actually a meticulously crafted world in Miami, right? The level of like detail, like in the reimagined, like even in Vice City, right? It's crazy. Like, it showcases like, of course, the technological leaps that we have made in the obviously past 10 years, right? From GTA 5 to GTA 6. And then we see the introduction of Lucia, right? It's the first female protagonist. I think that's kind of like a watershed moment if you just actually now sit back and reflect a little bit, right? Now you're gonna cancel me. I'm still gonna say it. I think it's a bold and a progressive step because it reflects a more inclusive approach to like character design, which of course we shouldn't have to say, but it's still not very common. Yes, you have Lara Croft and Tomb Raider and those superheroes, but now this is different because Lucia now is not that superhero, superstar. She's like gangster, but still the protagonist. So that's I think that's another step more inclusive, of course, right? I think that's cool. Okay, and so this is not just about representation, not just throw another female in there, right? It's about like actual narrative depth. And I mean, it's hard to tell now from the trailer, but there's probably like way more like relationship stuff going on, like human stuff happening, I assume, like knowing the franchise, right? Which is going to be very, very interesting. The trailer, right? It already teased like this complex, like multi-layered story, right? It promises like a game that's like as much about like character and narrative as it's about like action and adventure. Like if you've seen the trailer, and I assume you have, that's why you listen to me right now, I guess. So yeah, when she then asks like the boyfriend partner, like you're trust me, I'm in, and then so it seems like a very deep story that's gonna been told, which is gonna be very interesting from my point of view. And when we now take the media studies perspective for a second, because we always do this here, like the trailer is like, it's a textbook example of transmedia storytelling, okay? Which is great because I teach transmedia storytelling at university. Join me. It has like those cinematic techniques, which is great. It has like those rich like narrative curves, which is fantastic. It has like this, of course, it's GTA, so it has this carefully curated soundtrack to create like this sense of place and mood, which is just fantastic. Like it's not just about like advancing the plot; it's about like creating this immersive, almost like multi-sensory experience that draws the player into the world of GTA 6 from a transmedia storytelling point of view. It's fantastic. Okay, if it's Rockstar Games, if you'd be in my class and you hand this in as one of the projects, you'll probably get a B+ because there are no A's. I joke, but it's just great from a like professional point of view in this regard. That's pretty cool. Okay, what's also cool is of course that GTA has always been this kind of like microcosm of society, right? This digital mirror of like what's happening in society, kind of like a commentary, what I said in the intro, right? Because at its core, GTA is a reflection of society. Like a digital mirror, what I just said, held up to our world to show you like, that's what's happening in your world. I mean, you've seen the trailer, like the twerking on the car. There are videos out there, right, where people are twerking on cars. I mean, it's not just made up stuff, okay? It's this portrayal of this urban / real life, okay, with all the grit, but also all the glamour, of course. Like it's a caricature of reality, okay? And if you know GTA from before, like the GTA series had always had this knack for capturing the zeitgeist, right? Turning like a critical eye on like everything from politics to pop culture. I think they always had like a great way of doing that. And yeah, inside the game, the satirical renditions of media, be it like radio, TV, in-game internet, and so on, they're not just entertainment, right? They're a commentary on the media's influence on public perception and discourse. So it's a commentary on how the media influences us within the media of being a game. It's fantastic. It's like those layers, Inception style, fantastic. Yeah, that also aligns media theory incoming with Neil Postman's concept of media as the shaper of society. And I know there are many researchers out there that suggest that, right? So that's just one of those. So GTA's exaggeration or exaggerated portrayal of media underscores the role in shaping like public opinion and highlights the, let's be honest, often absurd nature of media narratives. And again, they're doing a great job with this, in my opinion. Moreover, like GTA's like digital society, in my opinion, serves as like a lab, like a laboratory for like examining different theories of communication media, and that makes me very happy, right? Like the in-game portrayal of like interconnected lives echoes one more time McLuhan's like global village like with the theory. Yeah, it illustrates the impact of digital media on our social interactions. The game invites players to ponder their engagement with like digital media. It offers like this hyperbolic perspective on your like increasingly online existence, which is just like a very meta, not the company, but like a very, very meta-narrative thing to do, which I love, of course. Great, it's fantastic. And I'm not paid by Rockstar. I should be paid by Rockstar for all this advertisement. If you take like a more macro approach also onto the whole franchise, right? If you look at the cultural and the economic impact of GTA, like just beyond gaming, okay? It can be understated that GTA had huge influence there too. It transcends gaming. It's a cultural phenomenon. It's an economic phenomenon, okay? The success story of the whole franchise is pretty staggering if you look at it. Like it's a testament to like the widespread appeal and like cultural resonance, in my opinion. It's a saga that has like redefined entertainment. What I said in the beginning, like it blurs the lines between gaming, storytelling, and social commentary. And blurring all those lines is of course the path to success in this case. So Rockstar Games, their marketing is of course also doing a great job, right? So their marketing acumen has been like crucial in the whole success. Their strategy of building like anticipation, of course. I mean, we've been waiting every year, like this is the year with GTA 6 is coming on, and it's like GTA 5 Vice City Extra Special or whatever edition. Yay, cool, but it's still not GTA. So this anticipation has been there for almost 10 years, right? So great strategy of building anticipation and mystery around each and every release of every update, right? And it's a blueprint now in the video game marketing industry. It's like this dance of reveal and conceal that keeps the community engaged, and like that turns each game release into like this huge cultural event. And I mean, once GTA is going to be released, GTA 6, right? I mean, just watch all the celebs coming out. It's going to be crazy. And talking about the economic impact of GTA, right? It's also quite multidimensional, I think, because it's not just about game sales. It's about like setting new industry standards. And the series has like influenced game design, like I said, narrative structure, player engagement, and strategies for player engagement. So they set the benchmark, okay, in the gaming industry. So they push the envelope in terms of narrative depth, open world design, and the roles of like video games as like a medium to actually deliver push messages. So they set the standard, they push the benchmark, so now everybody else has to up their games as well. So it's not just selling the game, it's like making every game like more like the open world games like a bigger thing, for example. So it pushed everything in the gaming industry. And so that's why the impact is not only in sales, but in like the overall change of the gaming industry. And let's also spend like 2 minutes on talking about the technological evolution of GTA, right? Because it also pioneered like a few new realities. Obviously, GTA has been at the forefront of like different gaming technologies, as I mentioned earlier, right? From this, in the very beginning, and it was so charming, so I still love it. The blocky top-down view, right? The first GTA to the then now expansive, detailed 3D worlds of the latest installments, right? So the tech journey of GTA mirrors, obviously, the evolution of gaming itself, because obviously over the last 20 years, it's even more than 20 years, 23, 26 years. Gaming has changed like crazy, of course, right? So each new release in the series has not just been like a step forward in like graphics and gameplay. It's been like a leap, okay? A huge leap in not just graphics gameplay, but also in storytelling and storytelling possibilities. Okay, so the enhanced graphics and physics engines, right, have allowed for like a more expressive character, more detailed characteristics, more realistic environments, and so on, which then provides you a richer canvas for your storytelling, right? If the canvas is bigger, richer, more detailed, you can tell more detailed stories, of course. So the GTA series, evolved from offering the simple escapism that I did back then to presenting like a very complex narrative, or narratives actually, that explore like societal, like, I don't know, themes enabled by this technological progress / advancements, okay? So this whole tech journey, the technological journey, is more than just about visual fidelity. It's more about like more immersive experiences. So the advancements in gaming generally have allowed GTA to create worlds that aren't just to be played, but to be lived in. Yeah, I bet like once it comes out, y'all taking like your convertible, heading down to the arena in Miami on GTA and just party there, for example, right? So it's a testament to the power of technology enhancing storytelling, which is fantastic, right? So it makes each installment of GTA a new groundbreaking experience in interactive media, and that's why we can't wait for GTA 6 to actually drop. All right. Lastly, last part I want to mention, and I have to mention it, is GTA's influence on pop culture and media. Because GTA is actually like a tastemaker in music and beyond, right? So that's my final segment of this episode. Because the influence of GTA is just so far-reaching. It's crazy, like pop culture, particularly in the realm of music, of course. Like the series of GTA has been like pivotal in shaping music taste, like featuring like this. It's actually a very, if you think about it, a very eclectic mix of tracks that have defined different generations. It's like a virtual jukebox that spans decades, offering like this unique blend of nostalgia and discovery, which is great. You know, GTA has all those different stations, radio stations you can listen to, right? They do more than just provide a soundtrack. They're like the narrative device. Like they set the tone and the context of the whole game setting, which is just so cool. But yeah, I think the series' influence extends even more beyond just featuring existing hits. Yeah, GTA has become like also a launchpad for emerging artists, for example. They provide a global platform that has propelled like careers, obviously, and shaped musical trends. They also will have like some Twitch streamers on there, for example, right, as part of the game. Like pop culture is GTA. GTA is pop culture. Besides that, GTA, like also the influence of GTA, I think also like permeates other media forms. It's referenced in films, in TV shows, in fashion, and so it demonstrates like its impact on like pop culture. Yeah, and like I said earlier, it's not just current stars; it's like old stars, like the soundtrack for the GTA 6 trailer, for example. Most of you have never heard of that before. Now you're like, oh, that's so cool, right? So it's like also then they're shining a light on old tracks again, for example, and like I said, current stars, up and coming. It's fantastic how they mix everything together, right? So the series itself has become like a cultural reference point, which is just cool for a game to be able to do. It shapes how narratives, one more time, are crafted in other entertainment forms as well, not just in gaming, and how they influence like urban life and crime that's portrayed in GTA, right? So GTA's legacy, to sum things up, is not confined to the gaming world. I think it's like woven into like the fabric of contemporary pop culture, and that's a huge feat to accomplish. Okay, so let's wrap up this tour of Grand Theft Auto. We've seen how the series is more than a collection of just games. It's a cultural phenomenon, right? A reflection of society and a pioneer in media and communication. So GTA has evolved alongside technology and society, continually pushing boundaries, pushing the envelope, challenging norms. And that's why I'm so excited to talk about it, and that's why 2025 can't come soon enough. So yeah, thanks for being with me on this hopefully somewhat enlightening, interesting journey through GTA. Let me know what you think about GTA. Did you like the trailer? What do you think about the trailer? Did GTA impact you, influence you? What was your first GTA that you ever played? Yeah, shout out in the comments, shout out on social media at funkitpod, email funkitpod@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Otherwise, I'm going to come and steal your car. Leave a comment or a review. That would be fantastic. That helps the most. Until then, stay safe, take care, watch the trailer one more time. We talk soon. Saudi Cup.